Hello, everybody. Of course, it is 7 o'clock on Thursday, and that's the time your girl normally comes on to talk to you about, aspects of business, any business trends that are going on. That way I can help you in that aspect. And, we are in the middle of COVID. And it's hard out here. We're struggling. The ladies are struggling. Hey, Kim, thank you so much for chiming in and watching tonight. The ladies are struggling with the COVID hair. We're struggling with the COVID nails, or lack thereof of the COVID nails. We are struggling. We cannot wait to take care of ourselves. So this is what you get in the middle of COVID. Hi. So just to let you know again who I am, I'm Dr. Nissa. I'm a nationally recognized chiropractor, business consultant, and coach. I help aspiring entrepreneurs maximize their time by giving them the blueprint to successfully open their business without making costly mistakes. So here we are. Hey, Denise, how you doing? Here we go. This is what we're going to be talking about tonight. Okay, so what happened yesterday? Y'all got them checks. That's what happened yesterday. Y'all got those stimulus checks. So the big question that I'm getting right now is like, okay, what do I do with this? Besides the norm, you got to go get some groceries. You got to get, the provisions or whatever. But what could I really do with the extra stack that you just got, okay? So we're going to talk about the 5 things that you should be considering to do with this money that you have right now. All right, so the very first thing that comes to mind is people going to say, I got this money, let's invest it. All right, so there are some ways that you could be investing this money. Number one, you could play the stock game. This is something that you really would want to get into or look into. Have someone that can advise you on that. I know Robinhood is a wonderful app to get started if you are a beginner in the stock game. Because I'll tell you this, if you have not considered it right now, you need to be looking into travel like Delta, American Airline. You need to really be looking at that, because guess what? When all of this is over, what are we trying to do? We're trying to get out of here. So if we're trying to get out of here and we're trying to do more things, how are we going to get there? And guess what? Those stocks did go down. So they are at a price right now where you can really get in where you couldn't before. And when it's time for the market to surge, which it's going to do once all of this is over, guess what? Your money has now increased rapidly. So your travel, ways to travel like American Airlines, Delta is going to be the way to go. Think about this. We all have to stay somewhere when we're traveling. So you want to think about your Marriotts, your Hiltons. You want to look at those stocks right now and see if you can put you some money in there. Hey, Tara, thank you so much for joining. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Hey, Miss Star, thank you for chiming in. I see you, Alan. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Charlena, thank you so much for being here. Mariam, Marquise, thank y'all so much. Ron, I see you. And Vern, I see you as well. So those are some major ones. So we talked about Delta. We talked about American Airlines. We talked about Marriott. We talked about Hilton. But guys, let me tell you about Zoom. Zoom is doing good right now, honey. I wish I had got me some money into Zoom before all of this took place, because Zoom, they killing it right now, because that's how we're having to talk. We're having to talk by Zoom through Cisco WebEx. But so if you're able to get in onto some of those platforms, I say get in. Hey, Colin, thanks for watching. Travis, thank you so much for watching. Because guess what? This is our new norm, and it's not going to change for a while. I think even when they tell us that it's time for us to be able to go back out and assemble in groups, people are still going to be a little bit hesitant. Hey, Mr. Crawford, thank you so much for chiming in. So you got those stats. You got that stat. And for some of you that have children, you got a nice stat. What you going to do with it? I say invest. If you're a beginner, Robinhood is a great way to start, because they do penny stocks. And so, you can get into that. Hey, Precious, thank you so much for chiming in. So number 2, second thing that we can do with our extra money that we have, You could actually start a business. This is an awesome time to do that because we're on a nice little level time. We got time to invest in with our business. Hey, Felicia. Hey, Andrea. Thank you for chiming in. So we can start a business. There's a great book out there. It's called The $100 Startup. It's by Chris, is it Guillebeau? Anyway, fancy name, but it's Guillebeau. It's his last name. You can go get this book. It's called $100 Startup. All you need is $100 to start a business. So you want to do that. But this is a time where you have the time to really devote into nurturing whatever dream, whatever desire that you have. We have the extra time. Use it wisely. All right, so that's two. We're going to invest our money. We're going to go try to play the stock game a little bit. And then we're going to start a business. Number 3. Hey, Dr. Erica, thank you so much for being here. Felicia, thank you, girl. I need a sweet fix, girl. I need it. Thank you so much, Tater, for coming in. Hey, Yolanda, thanks for coming in. Debbie, thanks so much for coming in. All right, so number 3, our third thing that we're gonna do with it. Here we, Marquise, don't spend your money as soon as you get it. I need you to save some of it. I need you to do one of these things with it. Hey, Dr. Ferlandi, you don't spend it all. Okay, we want to make our money make money. We want our money to make money while we sleep. All right, so number 3, we're going to save it for a rainy day or save it for some type of down payment on an investment that we're looking. So if you're looking to buy a home, save some of that money to go toward that. Save it for that rainy day because guess what? It was raining and a lot of folks didn't have $400 in the bank to do what they needed to do. So you need to make sure you're saving some of that money, okay? So number 4, pay off some debt. All right, I know nobody really wants to talk about that. Hey, Miss Patricia, thank you so much for chiming in. Nobody really wants to talk about, hey, bro, big bro. Nobody wants to talk about saving their money to pay off debt. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to pay off debt. But I'll tell you this, you cannot accumulate wealth when you have debt. That's just it. Hey, Denise, thanks for chiming in. So that's the biggest thing that keeps a lot of folks from getting that money that they need to start whatever project, whether it is starting a business or getting a loan. Hey, Dr. DeWan. Hey, Jenna, thanks for coming in. Getting a home loan, starting to accumulate and mass wealth. You can't do it with a high debt ratio. So let's reduce some of that debt. I ain't saying spend all your money, but let's reduce some of that debt and that overhead that we have in our personal finances. Carlos, thanks for chiming in. All right, so we've got to do 4 things. We're gonna play the stocks a little bit. We're gonna start a business. We're gonna save some of it for a rainy day. We're gonna pay off debt. Number 5. I talked to y'all about this last week. That 6-month cushion. And a lot of folks was like, they were DMing me and it was like, how do you do that? How do you start with this 6-month cushion or whatever? You gotta have the 6-month cushion in your personal life, and you gotta have that 6-month cushion if you have a business. You just have to, because you look at what we're dealing with right now. Many of us that are small business owners, all the money gone from the PPP. What we gonna do, y'all? And if you didn't have your 6 months of money sitting to the side just in case something like this happened, you are in trouble. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Akivi. Hey, you're in trouble. This may be a life-altering decision that you may have to make right now for your business, whether or not you're going to be able to move forward, or you're just going to have to count the chips and just say, hey, I'm done. All right, so if you had the 6 months of income for your business already saved to the side, this is how you're sitting right now. Feet up, relax. You are cool with everything that's happening right now because it's not going to affect you. But if you know that you were one of the folks that, you really had to have that money, what you going to do? Because they gave $80 million of it to Ruth Chris Steakhouse. Now, last time I saw the definition of a small business, it said 500 employees or less. And I know That Ruth Chris has way more employees than that. They got 80 million of them doo-doo-dum dollars, which means that could have been money that could have spread it out to more people of small businesses of that 500 or less. Hey, Erica, thank you so much for chiming in. Taja and Marquila, thank you so much for coming in tonight. So you got to really think about it. We got this money. How are we going to be responsible with it? Because see, they want you to go out and spend it on nothing, because it just goes right back into their pockets, not yours. So this ain't the time to be trying to, I'm getting them fresh J's, or I'm going to go and get me a new TV. Don't y'all have enough TVs? Then y'all just buy some at Christmas time? All right, we don't need no more TVs. Now, we don't need to be watching no more TVs. We need to be wealth building. We need to be getting some more wealth into our culture, okay? And so y'all know what I mean when I say that. Hey Breezy, hey Pam, thank you so much for watching tonight. So we got to be getting our 6 months of our personal income, so you know how much it takes for you to live in a month's time. Multiply that by 6, and you need to start putting some money away to make sure it's sitting somewhere just in case something happened. I have talked to so many people, they were like, they didn't even think anything like this could have ever happened. Not in their lifetime, not in mine. I didn't ever think that we would be stuck at the house and not be able to go out and do the things that we love to do, and not able to create income for ourselves. But here we are, you know, and some people are blessed where they're still or having money coming into their account, but some people aren't, and they don't have it. So what happens if this happens again? Are you going to be prepared? And so I'm not the kind that is reactive. I am proactive. I have to make sure that all my ducks are in a row, so when stuff happens, I'm ready. Hey, Arvis, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and Audrey. So we just were going through some of my top 5 things that you need to do with this extra stack you just got in the last 2 days. All right, you need to be investing your money, and I think a quick way right now is to start playing the stocks, because those stocks are going to go back up, and you're going to be able to buy some stocks in some companies that you wouldn't have been able to buy otherwise, like Delta, all right, like Hilton, like the Marriott. You wouldn't have been able to afford it otherwise, but they've gone down so much that you can get in the game. You can start a business. I gave you the name of a book. It's called The $100 Startup. All right. You need to go get that book, because it gives you all of these different ways that you can start a business with $100. You can definitely take 100 of those $1,200 plus 500 plus each child that you have. You can take 100 of those dollars and consider starting a business that will create generational wealth and a legacy for your family. That's what it's all about. Hey, Pastor Johnson, thanks so much for chiming in tonight. And so that's what you got to really be looking at. And number 3, we in a rainy day. You need a rainy day fund. You need to be saving some of that money just in case this thing lasts a little bit longer than we think. Because all of the information that I'm getting is that we're not going to be getting over this anytime soon. All right, so you got to do better. All right, Latanya says she missed the stock tips. Thank Delta, thank American Airlines, thank Hilton, thank Marriott, thank Zoom, thank Cisco WebEx. All of the things that we're having to use in this crisis, you need to think about that. Robinhood, Felicia, Robinhood is a great way to get started in the stock game. If you want to get really, really serious, think about TD Ameritrade. Okay, so you can get into that and you can start doing that. Hey, April, thanks so much for watching tonight. So we talked about that. Our 4th one, pay out some debt, guys. Debt is the number 1 reason why you can't get your business up off the ground. because your debt ratio is too high. Nobody want to give you the money to start your business. All right. And most people aren't going to give you any money if they know that you are in debt. So you won't be able to do that. Hey, Sharon, thanks for chiming in tonight. All right. And then our last one is that 6-month cushion. 6-month cushion. You got to have it. You know, the people that are not worried right now are the people that save for that 6 months of income for their business and their 6 months of business for their personal. Hey, Dr. Jaquel, how you doing? That's right, Felicia. Robinhood, that's for your beginners. TD Ameritrade, great. They are fantastic. Hey, Walt, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Hey, Gabby, thanks so much for watching. Hey, Materia, how you doing? Thanks for watching. So we just did that. Now, if you have any questions, you can contact me at Dr. Nissa. That's DrNissa.com. I will be happy to answer any of the questions that you have. You can definitely put them in the comment section. I will definitely come back and I'll answer you there. But guys, this is not the time to squander nor squat. You know, my grandma was good at that. We ain't gonna squander, nor we gonna squat. So we're not going to get rid of this money as fast as we got it, and we ain't gonna hold onto it without having a purpose with it. That's what she meant by that. So we can do either one of those two things, but I'm gonna recommend that you use it for something that's going to build something lasting for you later. Yes, Kim, invest in yourself. This is a wonderful opportunity, and I don't want anybody to miss out on this opportunity. Somebody said, I have 2 bills I want to pay out. Pay your bills out, Sabeth. Pay your bills out. This is the time to do it. You know, I look at it like this. This is money that you wouldn't have gotten in any other time. You wouldn't have gotten any other time. And you can definitely spread out those funds, because I know some of you have to use it for those provisions, but you're not going to eat up $1,200 worth of food. And if you got 2 kids, add an extra $1,000 onto that. You're not going to eat up that amount of money. Let me tell y'all something. Somebody called me yesterday, and let me tell you what they spent their money on. A bird cage and 2 parakeets. And I said, I can't eat that parakeet. I can't even eat those birds. I'm like, why did you do that? There's nothing about that made any sense to me. But I need you to be wise. This is the time to use wisdom, and you need to make sure that you are exercising it in every decision that you're making, because this probably won't happen again. And if again, questions, I'm here for you guys. And I want you to do right with this money. Do right with that extra stats, all right? I love you all. Again, I am Dr. Nissa. I'm your nationally recognized chiropractor and business consultant and coach. My job is I help aspiring entrepreneurs maximize their time by giving you the blueprint to successfully start your business without making costly mistakes. You know who I am, Dr. Nissa, DrNissa, Dr. Nissa. You can find me on all social media handles, and we're going to be out. And I thank you again.